All right, I'll try to get through this before the crowd gets too big. So we want to talk about the ZL1 today as much as we can. This is the culmination of technology and performance all into one Camaro. And like I said downstairs, we were able to take over segment leadership from Mustang with just a coupe. And Thursday we started shipping convertibles to customers. But when this comes out, it's going to put a lot of fear into our competitors. This is our LSA supercharged 6.2 liter. Uses a 6th gen Eaton supercharger. Eats up the road, I tell you. The wheels and tires are larger. They're 285, 35R20s in the front on 10-inch wheels, and 305, 35R20s on 11-inch wheels in the rear. You just see they're designed for grip. Somebody asked downstairs about designing this tire. This is specifically designed. These are the F1 Goodyear Cup tires, specifically designed for grip on the track, as well as not compromising your ride around town. Probably the biggest engineering marvel of this car is the way we changed the exterior to be both form and function. If you notice the grille, the front fascia kind of looks like Bumblebee, right? Kind of had this in mind for a while, but it's got a taller, lower grille, and you see the functional hood extractors in the hood. This is an aluminum hood with a carbon fiber insert, and these extractors, they work with the lower grille to pass cool air through. So the effect is twofold. Number one is to help pull air and suck air through, so you keep the engine temperatures as low as possible, because an engine that's lower temperature is more efficient, and you get maximum horsepower out of a cooler engine than the hotter one. Secondly, the aerodynamics of this car are specifically tuned so the car creates downforce. And if you're a performance enthusiast, you know the ultimate goal for any race team is to create downforce so the car sucks to the road. And then you add that to the grip of these tires, and you know, when we talk about the specs on this at some point in the future, you'll be amazed at the max lateral acceleration and lap times this thing will do. Now the front splitter you see has been redesigned. This vehicle sits approximately 7 millimeters lower in stance than the SS that it started from. But the front splitter works in concert with this uniquely designed for the ZL1 rear spoiler, so that, again, the aerodynamics, and you add into that the rocker panels that have been redesigned. Where's my stone chip friend earlier today? These rockers, we did listen. These rockers have been also designed to try to minimize the stone throw from these big meaty tires. But the front splitter, the rocker design, and the rear wing spoiler work together to aerodynamically to create the downforce required to really suck the car down to the track. So on the inside, we talked about this morning. It's we've got our suede package on this particular vehicle. We do have a new steering wheel. It's got a smaller diameter. You'll feel that the car is more nimble just by the smaller wheel diameter. But we also changed it to have a flat bottom. And for those of you that have done any kind of performance driving in your LS3s, and you... okay, good, thank you. For those of you that have been doing performance type driving in your LS3s and you like to heel and toe, a flat bottom wheel gives you more knee clearance for heel and toe driving. Plus it's very race enthusiast type styling on the wheel. It is suede wrapped, We have a suede wrapped short throw shifter that we've designed. It's a GM short throw. And then the leather treatment on the suede leather treatment on the seats. You also see that we've added a material insert to the instrument panel. You'll see that as we go through the rest of the life cycle of Camaro as more opportunity to improve the styling that's been such a hit so far. But that's another step in improving the interior execution. We currently are offering, our plan is to offer this in this interior that you see here. It's basically all black with red stitching and a mix of black leather, black vinyl, and black suede. One of the other things on this car, two of the other things, from a technology standpoint, I mentioned the 6th Gen Eaton supercharger. For the first time, this Camaro will also introduce EPS. That also helps maximize the engine horsepower for performance. You don't have the separate pump for a power steering pump coming off the accessory drive. So EPS, it's the next generation General Motors is going to introduce of electronic power steering. And then the other technical marvel is this has this will introduce the next generation of magnetic ride control, or MR ride control. The Corvette and the CTS V with MR. This will be the next generation of that, so we've taken even that technology a step farther, and I'm proud to say that we're going to introduce that on the ZL1. So that's kind of a walk around. I hope you were able to hear it well enough. There's John. I don't know if we're doing any Q&A out here. Okay, I can take questions if you like, if I'm able to answer them. Good question. There is another difference in this from the SS and the RS with the 4-gauge pack in the center console. We add boost to the gauge pack, so you'll be able to read that out not only on the 4-pack gauges, but also on the HUD display. The HUD will add some features and function that you don't have on the current HUD today on the Camaro. Good question. Yeah. Okay, good point. So, I'll give you a chance to look inside here. We never said we were doing a Z28.
Unless you have a sunroof.
But the good thing about, if you had a question, his question was what happened to the Z28. We never said we were doing one. There's a lot of internet rumors, and people said they had direct quotes from me or Scott Settlemeyer or John Fitzpatrick or Mark Royce or whoever. We never said we were doing one. But the beauty of the buzz out there is that the Camaro has such a rich history with special versions. And the reason that this fits for this car, the ZL1, is because in 1969, Chevrolet did 69 aluminum block 427 Camaros, and those were called ZL1s. If you happen to own one today, my hat's off to you because they're about $1 million. But at the time, Chevrolet advertised that as the most powerful Chevrolet ever produced. So it had a lot of moxie, it had a lot of desire, passion, and it's a big collector. The other name that we get to carry is the Z28, and the good thing about that is we can still hold on to that, and if we feel the time is right and the product is right and we have something that we know will go head to head with our competition, we've got that available if we want to use it. So, but this is definitely the ZL1, paying a lot of tribute to that collector car from 1969. Yep, these are 6-piston Brembos in the front, 4-piston in the back, similar to other performance products, GM.